welcome to another video. Today's subject is how to stop being afraid of life. So, me personally, I used to overthink a lot. I used to be like in a state of mind that I could just not get my thoughts together. I would just gravitate from one thing to another constantly. Whenever it was time to make a decision, I would not be able to choose between A or B, right? And I've had a friend that had a similar problem to me, right? Like, she would just ask us to choose for her in basically every thing in life, right? So this could be as trivial as eating before or after studies and a study session. If you like that, I may have the answer for you, right? So the first step is to meditate. That's the first step. That's what you should do first, right? That's what you should do, period, for basically any area of your life you want to improve. This will help you in some way. It's like going to the gym, it's like eating clean, it's like sleeping enough. It will help you in every single area of your life. There are just some habits that are so valuable that they will literally improve every single facet of your life. Meditation is one of those things, right? You can watch any video on my channel and it probably mentions meditating in some way, and it tells you how to meditate in some way, so I'm not going to tell you it right now. You can just go look up any other video on my channel and you'll find a meditation guide in there. So what does meditating actually do for you in this particular situation? So what it allows you to do is it allows you to catch yourself whenever you're overly stressing about something, because there are people who are genuinely stressing over every single thing in their life. It can be a school exam, it can be going to school, it can be choosing what to eat, it can be choosing what to put on, as in like clothes, like shirts, trousers and stuff. This could be literally anything, and this allows you to just catch yourself, to take a deep breath, recollect your thoughts, and think straight without emotion, right? It allows you to think without emotion. It allows you to think without emotion, right? Why do you not want to think with emotion? Because, well, then you do not consider what is actually good for you in the long run. You consider what is good for you right now and what is most comfortable to you. We don't want this, right? Because it's usually not the best outcome. It's usually not the best answer to a question, to a problem, to a question, to whatever. So, number one is meditating, right? Number two, no socials, right? No social media, no IG, no TikTok, right? Not even Facebook. No Facebook, none of them, right? Because they feed you bad news. No, as a matter of fact, no TV news. They also feed you terrible news. All you hear about is war, politics, it's how shit life is, which is just not true. Because if you actually exit your house and into the real world, you will realize that none of the politics stuff actually impacts your day-to-day. It actually doesn't. Maybe the prices go up slightly, but it's like prices have been going up for forever, right? So who really cares? Just don't watch them. It's as simple as that. It's like, we can get into the whole debate of how to quit any addiction, right? Because I probably have videos on that too, right? But I'll just tell you in case I don't. So the way to quit any social media, right, is to week by week, month by month, slowly reduce the amount of that social media, right? If it's Instagram, your step one in quitting your Instagram addiction, your TikTok addiction, whatever, it's finding a way to monitor your usage time on that app. That's step one. Once you have done that, so what you can do is just go about your day normally, and then at the end of the day, in the evening, look at your phone, and it will tell you, like, there are some settings that will tell you what your phone usage is on certain apps, right? So just go in there, look up your IG time, right? How much Instagram you use, or TikTok, or whatever. And then let's say it's 3 hours, so then the next day you're going to aim for 2 hours and 45 minutes, right? You're going to do your best to not go past that. It doesn't have to be like 15 minutes less. It can be 5 minutes less. It can be half an hour less. Whatever suits you, right? Because we're not doing this to quit as fast as we can. We're doing it so we can quit for good, right? And the only way to do that is to be patient. The fastest way to quit an addiction is to be patient while quitting it, right? Because everybody tries to quit their addiction as fast as they can, but they end up relapsing, getting back to it, and not quitting it. So if you want to actually quit something, you have to start slowly but steadily reducing it, right? So then the next day it's 2 hours and 40 minutes, then 35, and this goes on and on until you don't want, not even need it, you don't want to use that app, right? You may think that you need it for something. You truly don't. You really don't need TikTok for the videos your friends sent you. You really don't need Instagram for that, for direct messages. You really don't need that. You don't need Snapchat. You don't need that, right? Like, the only app I use to like message people is Messenger and sometimes WhatsApp. But WhatsApp is like whenever I need like my volleyball club stuff taken care of, right? Because I'm a member of a volleyball club. So that's step 2. And step 3, which comes from step 2, is go outside. Go outside. I cannot stress this enough. You need to go outside, right? The way you actually stop being afraid of life is actually living life, because it will force you to be exposed to all the fears, and it will force you to have to combat those fears, right? If you're scared of maintaining or even getting eye contact with people, then literally go outside and make eye contact with people, and it will make you be afraid of it less. That's how it works. Like, if you're outside, you kinda have to make eye contact with some people at least, right? So if that happens, then you just need to kind of get over it, right? And you just need to suck it up and man up and make eye contact and maintain it, right? So that's all of the practical stuff, right? Like, the main takeaway from this is start meditating. After a few months of this, you will notice that you will be much more aware of yourself. You will be able to catch yourself whenever you're overthinking something. You will be able to think straight, right? Step 2 is no social media. You quit the social media that you use gradually. It's bad for you because it feeds you bad news. It makes you view life in a negative way. It makes you only look at the negative side of things, which is oftentimes not true, because like, life is way better than you think it is, right? It could always be worse, but the fact it's not tells you something, right? That if it can be worse, then also can be better, And if it can be better, then, well, you can go out there and try to improve it. And it's your choice, by the way. And the third step is going outside. When you quit social media, when you start reducing your social media usage, you will notice that you will have a lot of time. And the way to actually replace that time you would spend indoors on your phone is to go outside. Today, I worked out outdoors instead of in a gym. And on top of that, I also went biking because the weather is really nice today, right? Then I watched some Sunday League football game. So I went outside, right? I also walked my dog today, right? So that's just things that physically prevent me from sitting in my house and sitting on my phone, right? You can also read books, you know. You can, what I like to do is I like to sit on my balcony and read books. It's very helpful, right? So these are the takeaways from this video, and try to do better, and I'll see you guys.